And welcome back to another episode of Main Street Prowlers. We don't have the blind ref here today, but
I'm still blind.
We do have someone more special, though. We have Mike Gerber back.
What's up, everybody? It's glad to be back. I'm in town, Let's talk hockey. Anybody got questions for me about, want to know about the sport, what's going on with the Prowlers? I still keep up. Living large in California, though, but I'm back with these guys. I had to come back. These guys are my boys. 100, hands down.
We're glad to have you back, dude.
Yep.
And
Fist pump the TV.
it's sad that you didn't make it to Comic-Con with us, but
it was either Comic-Con or overtime. And fortunately, though, I wore my butt out. So OT money calls, and we live in an economy. We live in a capitalistic economy, and I made sure I took full advantage.
Right. Trust me, I totally get it.
But I saw some of the videos. It looked nice.
Yeah.
I'll make plans for next year. Hopefully it don't fall around Thanksgiving like it always does every year. But that's another story.
I could have Comic-Con had things going on.
Sir had to go into the hospital. Oops.
Yeah. No, I always say,
And we're glad that you're a lot better, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So it's
and then for me, I had my first round of laser surgery on my eyes today, and my eye. They did the right eye today, and I got to go for the left eye on the 13th.
So he's officially the blind ref for real now. Yeah. I mean, he may dress up as a blind ref, but he's officially the blind ref for real.
Yep.
I mean, but hey, we still love him. I'm glad he's getting better.
Well, it usually does improve my vision for a couple of years.
Right.
The last one I had was 5 years ago. So I was done then.
Okay.
So I held up for 5 years. That works.
But yeah, I'm glad that everybody's getting fixed, and I'm glad that you're having fun now in California.
Oh man.
Just leaves me here to work with everything else. So.
By the way, I also came here to work too. So, but we didn't get here to talk about that. Y'all don't want to hear about work. Y'all just got done with work. Some of y'all getting off the job was like, man, I want to hear what the Prowlers are doing. Not this usual 9 to 5, not this 9 to 5, 6 to 7 type bit. We don't want to talk about that. We're here to talk hockey. So since we're here to do a job, we might as well do it.
Right. And with that too, we are going to get this show rolling. So let's get that up on the screen.
On the river?
Rolling on the river.
If anybody is out there that can save me, please.
He's setting himself up. That's all it is.
Hey, look, there's a little gill on the TV.
Oh my God.
Alright, first of all, let's get this show rolling. First of all, who the heck are these Binghamton Black Bears? And what happened to the Prowlers on Friday night?
Wait, we had a game on Friday night?
I mean, I mean, some people call it a massacre of a surprising showing that the Prowlers did not show up.
Unfortunately, I didn't see that game because by the time we got done doing everything set up and all that, and cooking dinner, I just didn't have time to get to the game.
It wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah, I heard it was.
I did watch part of Saturday night's game when I got home. But the only thing I can say is maybe the travel.
I think the traveling because
and playing against a newer team that
apparently can score.
Yeah,
because they put up they put up big numbers.
They're stacked though with they have Powell, they have Stevens, who are some of the biggest.
My question is, how many of their players did they lose to SPHL compared to the other teams?
Like nothing.
I'm just asking because I don't know for sure. I haven't looked through the.
They're like another Carolina though. That's
so that makes a big difference. When you lose to a big percentage of your team. your team has to learn, like I said, the chemistry over. You got to learn to play with the guys again, different lines, everything.
I mean,
It changes everything.
I mean that's true. Don't get me
We
wrong.
didn't have Dalton J there either.
Yeah, Dalton J wasn't there.
Yeah, he was scratched off for the weekend. He couldn't make it for the weekend trip.
I mean, yeah, I understand that.
But we don't only have Dalton J, because the guys proved that Saturday night.
We will get to that later. I did see a video of that one. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. I promise you that one.
I got the video up in the group chat.
I saw part of it, but again, wow,
The
yeah.
Prodigies was a little chippy.
But I do like it that the arena announcers and all them kept the fans under control this time, and they stayed out on the court.
Yeah, the cops and everything were there too.
Because we definitely don't need another
Yeah.
mayhem of the palace.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I did watch the Madison Palace live on TV. I was not at the game,
Right.
but I did watch it live on TV.
I see that.
And I'm going to tell you the truth. If you've seen the Netflix version of it, it's lies.
Yeah.
It's lies. It's from the Indiana Pacers side. Now, onward to the Lakers Pistons brouhaha that happened last night, because I know we're talking about Prowlers, but I'm going to tell you this real quick. That was nothing compared to Madison Palace.
No, it's
that was LeBron James being I'm not gonna call it on air. I think y'all know what I'm talking about, the word I'm gonna use, but I'm not gonna say it on air.
Ding-a-ling.
No, I'm not, that's not even the word I'm going to use, but it goes worse than that.
Area requires this button right here.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're not gonna go there. Yeah, back to the Black Bears. Yes, I do understand. They're a new team too. Mm-hmm. Even though we didn't have our prominent scorer in Dalton J, an 8-1 debacle though. What was Simons in that?
Yeah.
Was Simons in that? It's like
was anybody in that? Was it in the question?
I mean, I don't know if he got pulled or not, but I'm just like, even when Simon's in that, even if you play horribly, 8-1 shouldn't happen. I mean, it happens on some nights. Hockey's a game of runs, chances. Sometimes you have horrible nights. But I can't blame him on the goaltending. See that score? I can't blame him on the goaltending.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even the 6-2, the following night for us, 52 shots on goal, or actually more than 52. But by the time they announced it, we had 52 shots on goal.
Really?
Saturday night.
I mean,
Actually, Chris, starting goalie for us the first night was Gary.
But still,
the
Torrey
8-1.
came in later.
Yeah, but you still can't call all goaltenders fault for 8-1.
Right.
I call that more of a defensive breakdown. You can't even call it.
Because again, especially if you're getting a high amount of shots, something's going to eventually go in. And we talk about that all the time. If your defense is breaking down, your goalie needs help other than just himself.
I mean, I'm not going to tell a lie. It was so bad that the Black Bears aren't even having a YouTube page anymore.
Right. But if you look at, too, that we talk about, like, Dalton J and a few of other guys, if you give them the breakaway, 90% of the time, they're going to score.
Yeah, especially Jay, no doubt. Especially Jay.
So, and, that's just like any player. If the defense broke down on us Friday night, that's part of what probably happened, You get that one on goalie, or like the one shot that Saturday night for our team, 2-on-1. And then we got around their guy, 2 on just the goalie. It went. You're going to pass him. It's going to go in because he's not going to be able to defend both.
Unless you're Carey Price.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean,
Osgood did some pretty good ones too.
I mean, that's true. But okay, what I'm trying to get at, it was a very bad defensive breakdown. At the same time, for people who say that was all the puck bounced the Black Bears' way, some of it probably did. I would say most hockey, hockey game like that, I would say 50% of the time, the puck bounces their way. I would say that. But the other 50%, you still have to control the game. You still have to control the flow. And I know they traveled, 12 hours to get to New York?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yes, the Black Bears are in New York, about an hour from Elmira. Yes, I had to look it up. Yes, it got posted on the Main Street Prowlers Club. So, yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But at the same time, however, it's like, you don't give up 8 goals. Mm-hmm. We are not the Battle Creek Rumblebees.
Right.
Horse Sink or Shores?
No.
And what was the
St. Clair was better. St. Clair was better. St. Clair Shore.
Or what?
The North Shore. North Shore Golden Knight.
Yeah.
Because St. Clair was way better.
That was that was when they moved to Canada.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I
literally Canada because they played in like 3 different provinces.
Yeah. That's why I said Canada. Because they didn't actually have a home arena.
Right.
But
anyways.
But I mean, so yeah, I meant the trouble was enough. But it. I heard about that scar. I was like, okay.
They literally shot themselves in their foot that night.
No, they got shot in the foot. They didn't shoot themselves in the foot. They got shot in the. They got put in a firing squad and said, that was it. That was it. It was over for them. That was it. That's what basically transpired to happen. However, I will admit, Saturday night they had a better showing. 4 goals in the fourth. I'm about to say 4 goals in the fourth period. That was about to rhyme. 4 goals in the third period. Now I had a chance to review every one in the third period. I was reviewing it. Thank God that video is still up on YouTube. Yes, and the puck did bounce the Prowlers' way as it should. However, we were getting to the aftermath of Saturday night's game, which was really uncalled for. I'm not gonna get into it. You lead the segue. I'm not getting into that right now. You can lead the segue for it. I just recently saw the video. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I can give commentary afterwards. I'm not gonna do it now.
Whoa, look at that.
But that, let's be honest, that one was not commentated really well either. Going based off commentary.
I mean,
cringeworthy.
I mean, okay, you gotta understand. The play-by-play guy, he came from. Where did he come from? I know I heard his voice before. The play-by-play guy for the Black Bears. I know I heard his voice before.
I don't know.
I think I may have heard him in. I want to say Elmira, but I don't want to get it wrong.
Elmira is in Vermilion County right now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's in.
But I heard it's.
I know.
I mean, but oh yeah, that's right. Cause I did hear. That's the other voice I heard too. But I know I heard the Black Bears guy beforehand. I know I heard him. I know I heard him in the FBHL too.
Right.
But I just can't place him at the moment. But I'm not. We're not gonna talk about biased play-by-play guys because we for the 6 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry. The 7th year of the Prowlers. The 7th year of the Prowlers. So now this is like the what? How long they been on FPHL Live? They've been on there for like about what? 2 or 3 years, and they got moved to YouTube, and now we're predominantly on YouTube. And I'm gonna tell you, honest truth, there are some biased play-by-play guys. Yeah. Even our guy is biased to a point.
I do talking about that. I do have to say I like that one thing that the Bears did different than some of the other teams. They gave our guys the stars for Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. The way it's supposed to be in hockey.
And that's my point.
That's the
right
way it's
there.
supposed to be in hockey.
We've even split it between our home games. Between our team and their team, because if somebody deserves a star, they give it to them.
Especially got a hat shirt,
But and I will say that because Friday night, we didn't deserve no star. But Saturday they gave them to our guys.
I'll go based off giving them praise too. I was watching the end of the game when I got home from setting up for Comic-Con. And Austin Federley surprisingly came back for Saturday. He got hit really, really bad.
Yeah.
He had to be helped off the ice. Almost had to go off on a stretcher. And he got hit from behind by Kyle Powell. It was obvious an accidental hit. But it was so bad that he was helped off the ice to the dressing room. The one thing that I praise them for, though, is that Kyle Powell was one of the very first people to make sure that he was all right.
Yep.
And they all came around to make sure that he was all right as well. Yeah. So they might have their tempers, but they're human beings. They actually make sure that we're all right.
And Saturday they shook hands.
Yes.
And
what's that?
the into the buzzer thing.
Oh, okay. He's got the whole thing here.
Okay.
If you want to send it to your phone that way.
So I'm gonna actually.
you go on that one too, but there's also the supposed non-call hit that was made against the Prowlers and
Which one? That's the question.
Is that the one?
The one that you checked, it was a cross check.
Oh, the one at Federal, yeah. That's,
Yeah, the one you checked was supposed to be a cross check and it wasn't called.
Yeah. The one in the face.
Yes.
Oh God, there's so much debate to that one.
Man, there's so much debate in a couple of those things. So yeah, you want to start? How you want to start? You want to start with that? You want to start with the
So she's got that one pulled up. You might as well just
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
before it decides to close on.
Yeah, that's.
All right. So, of course, you have to let it load first. You know, listen, there is great technology in this. You see, but this is what we got. This is the end. This is the end right here.
And as you saw right before there, it was a good 6-7 seconds after the buzzer that he shot the puck at the
goalie. No.
I want to back it up again. So you make sure you know what you're looking for.
Is that why
there you go.
And to me, there's no reason to shoot it once the buzzer went and 6-2 score. Come on.
Right. And this is just.
I think the fans are saying Prowlers sucks.
They hate us, dude. They really hate us out there.
Man, he's right on him.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh.
And that, right there, the way he dived at the guy, that's where we're talking about why wasn't there any suspensions or any penalties listed after that?
Especially right there being on top of him, just wailing right at him.
You know.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, but if Paul Jean was there, he would probably have one of them heads. Let's go, knock it off.
We love you, Gene. We love you. Okay.
With that though, that's.
I know we got a minute. I know we got about a minute and a half left with this one. Oh man, there's a lot to uncover for this one. There's a lot to uncover.
Act, though, some of the players shook hands.
There's a lot to uncover for this. Oh man, I give my 2 cents after the break for this one. I'm not gonna lie. I give my 2 cents after the break for. There's a lot to uncover. There's a lot to uncover.
And with that too, I got a close up of that. One hit. Some people say that hit right there is not a high hit to the face. And the funny thing is, the person that posted this said it was not a hit to the face. And they tried to prove it with this photo.
I can say that we can cover both of them. I want to cover this. I want to cover the hit first, then we go back to the thanks for the replay. We can cover the hit. We'll cover the hit at the break.
Right.
Boy, I got some words for that one.
But with that though, we are not live on YouTube or Twitch tonight. Let me get the camera back up. Remember, we have our website that's listed right up here, Main Street Blue Water. We have our merchandise up there. I'll be getting more as well up soon. And we will have some big announcements coming soon as well about future events that we'll be hosting with Blue Water Paranormal, as well as just Main Street Prowlers as well together. And with that, hope to see you guys after the break.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, league wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwood Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
And welcome back.
Oh God, the dissecting.
Hello.
The dissecting. Okay, Chris, pull up the picture of the hit. There we go, right there. All right, now here goes the doc's analysis right here. All right, yes, I'm the doc. You have to excuse me, so I roll with it. All right, as you see the picture of the hit. Now, anybody who saw the replay, I believe was somewhere on YouTube. Can I call the name of the guy? Can I call the page out or?
Go right ahead.
Okay, was it Minor Pro Hero?
Yeah.
Okay, Minor Pro Hero's YouTube page. This hit is on there. Now, mind you, I'm covering the dude's name because you probably can't read it anyway. So you zoomed in. That's a whole other story right there. But I'm covering. Thank you. All right, so this is the picture of the hit right here. as you can tell, this is like the main part of the hit. The hit starts right here, right by the chin area. Then as he follows through with the hits, is still too high up. It may end up at the shoulders, but it starts right here at the head area. Once that gets hit, he follows through with it. Now, granted, the letter of the law says that's a cross check. After watching the video numerous times, I mean, we're talking 20, rewinding that part over and over and over again. It doesn't look like one at first, which is true. It doesn't look like one. But the end result is you started too high. You start down here, you start the chest area, right here, like I said before. All right, you start the chest area, I gotta find out here. Start the chest area right here, you're good. But you started up here, around this area. That is the letter of the law, that's the cross check. So that should have been a penalty call right there. So whoever said it's not a cross check, I'm sorry. I mean, y'all probably been with the game and done all that too a lot.
Webcam's that way.
I know, but the camera's right here.
Oh.
I mean, my face is covered by the blue water thing. So let me sit down here for a minute. All right. Now, by letter of the law, you know, by people who watch hockey, I've watched it since I was 8. My father took me to a Red Wing game. I'm sorry, yeah, 8. Red Wing against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've been watching hockey ever since college. I just started in the minors. I did watch some juniors. I watched the Olympics. I've been an NHL guy. But that picture right there, that's definitely a cross check. I'm sorry. Gentlemen.
The doctor is out.
You want to make a demonstration of that one?
No.
No, that means you have to stand up, and I ain't about to do all that.
I mean, we have the sticks here. Might as well.
We just have the other laptop.
Oh, well. We got the scores up. We got Mike.
Right. All right.
So we ready for scores?
All right, wait, hold on. Let's do the other part
I
first.
got the director talking.
Go ahead.
Keep us here.
Yeah. Ski-ba.
Ski-ba, ski-ba, ski-ba. Okay, now let me give you the end of play of Saturday night. A, the shooting after the buzzer, really uncalled for. Granted, frustration, really uncalled for. That warrants a suspension in itself, maybe a small fine of 1 game. What happened afterwards was protection of goalie. However, the slam by Prowlers should have warranted a game suspension. The brouhaha should have warranted also 1 game suspension to both Prowlers and the Black Bear players who were involved. Now, the one that did the dive should get 3 to 5 games, and the other probably shouldn't get none. Because, truth be told, this should have been warrant suspensions on all that play. For me to hear about, there was no suspension. Monday came out, no suspensions. The league's on top of that, mostly like boom, 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 boom. And this time, no suspensions.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the dive bomb one because, you know, naturally you're going to fight back at somebody.
Right, actually going to dive bomb. He's
Yeah.
going to dive bomb. Now, granted, the guy who did the dive bombing on the Prowler, if he gets 3 to 5, and the Prowler gets 1 for retaliation, okay, fine, that's part of the game of hockey. I'm not going to tell a lie here. Because more than likely, we'll probably going to get a couple anyways. I'm waiting for Tuesday. I thought they'd be out Monday. Guys are a little slow. I know it's Thanksgiving. I know you got family. I know you're taking breaks. Now, I get that, I understand it, but guys are usually on top of the ball with this one. I mean,
you don't care about no holidays.
Right? You guys are on top of the. I mean, so hopefully you guys can really be on top of the ball with this one and take a close see a Saturday's game and say this is what's happening, transpired. We got to do something about this so we can protect the players in this league.
Exactly.
Unless they're actually looking at it right now and they're not.
I mean, granted, they're on the East Coast, so they're probably off work right now. They're probably looking at it. The offices are probably closed.
I don't myself. At this rate, I don't see nothing possibly coming of it.
I will be shocked and amazed, surprised, but if it pops out tomorrow morning, and thanks to that little speech I gave, I'm like, well, hey.
You can help things push along and get forward. So.
Technically, the league does watch our.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys. You seen the end of the brouhaha. We showed the end of the brouhaha here.
Yeah.
I mean,
we need
two senses being made. I know you guys are very reputable in your handling of situations like that. You know, I know you guys are. I've seen you guys work. I've seen you guys work against us and not call them for the other team. I mean, yeah, y'all did the right call, but y'all should have got the other guys too.
And at this point, no, it's not even just for the sake of the Prowlers. It's the fact that we need protection for every single player.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's not just our guys. It's
I mean,
this is what we talk about day in, day out when refs don't make the right calls or don't do calls. You're going to run into the frustration, like you said, and players are going to take matters into their own hand. And if the league's not going to do nothing about things, then the players are still going to go. They're going to go at each other, and somebody's going to get majorly hurt. And I mean, eventually.
And it comes back to the point where the original reason why the league changed its name, where they got sued for this exact reason.
The funny part about that is that during that game, the Blackbirds got scored on 4 straight times. If we were getting out the review. And yes, I admit, I get scored on 4 straight times in the third period. I'd be a little upset too. One of the goals just trickled in. Like, he couldn't save it. I was like, it's like a knuckleball that got shot in, just trickled in. And I'd be upset too. I play a hard tie game 2-2 just to get blown out in the third period. Yes, I would be upset. But there's a way to get upset, and there's a way to not get upset. There's ways to handle that situation.
Exactly.
And what happened Saturday night, I believe the league needs to step in on that one. I really do believe that. If they don't, okay, listen, they do what they do regardless. It's the league, it's their show, it's their baby. They do what they do. But honestly, my own personal opinion is that, yes, I'm a Prowlers guy. Yes, I even said the Prowlers deserve suspensions on that one too, but it should be suspension all around for that. As well.
If there's anybody watching that thinks otherwise, though, please comment.
Yeah, chime in. Tell us your opinion.
Right.
Yeah. What you think over it.
Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, listen, like I said, we're all hockey guys. I'm I'm pulling punches. I'm holding them in, but I'm saying this is the truth right here. This is the truth. All right. Now, shall we get started for the Friday night?
Yes.
Mad bombing. The Friday night mad bombing session. Yes,
the bombs.
I call. Listen, the Battle of Pearl Harbor happened long ago, and Vietnam happened so long ago. This score is very unnecessary. I get into a bad case of what the heck happened to the offense for the Prowlers. Friday night at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena, the Binghamton Black Bears outscored and put a mass whooping on the Port Huron Prowlers 8-1. And by the way, Kaylin, it's good to see you too.
It's not like he was ignoring you.
Right. Yeah, I just had to get that out there. All right. Scoring. What I'm going to really get into. 5 goals in the first period for Binghamton. Wow. That's a whole other story. They had to end up 8. The Prowlers scored to the third period. So basically, Binghamton ran away with it. All right. Shots on goal. First period. Binghamton 23. Prowlers 13. Second period. Binghamton 21. To the Prowlers 6.
Twitch.
Yay. Third period. Port Huron 14. The Black Bears 12. With a Binghamton shot total win of 56-33. I thought I'd see that with Red Wings games, not with. I mean, the Red Wings of the Prime. At least they lost. They lost games shooting that well.
Chris is definitely being a Rob tonight. What's that puck smell like?
Robert. He was actually sniffing the puck.
I didn't watch it. I was not watching. I mean,
I'll admit I sniffed it.
That sounds good.
But I'm weird though. I love the smell of new rubber though.
I'm not doing it. No.
That's what she said. Okay.
I like Robert.
That's what she said. Okay, let's get back to the.
All right, 3 stars. 3 stars. First star is. That's spelled right. Nikitia.
Yep.
Okay, Nikitia. Ivashkin.
Thank you so much, guys.
You are getting it. See, you started this.
Hey, something I didn't do for a chance.
Man, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm not going to tell a lie.
Oh, my
He
God.
did it. He
Chris
did it.
started to cry.
Oh,
Right.
Now people are watching you go crazy on Facebook right now. Just want to throw that out there. Now people are watching you. Yeah, yeah.
well,
First start, Nikita Ivashkin of the Black Bears. He's not getting it that way quite.
I hate people sometimes.
Can I see your glasses?
No, we got to keep you as a ref.
I thought he was a ref.
So tonight should have been called Bash Chris Night, right?
He said she love you. He said she love you.
Just wait until we get to break.
Whenever we
He love you too. Just want to throw that out there.
Anyway.
All right.
Thank you, Flicker.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, first star Nikita Ivashkin. Second star Kyle Stevens. Third star Igor Nazov. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay. All 3 stars are from the Black Bears, which is very well
Very
expected
well
in this game.
deserved.
Yeah,
Very well
yeah.
deserved.
Yeah. 2 or 3 guys are Russian. At least Russian names.
Russian what?
Man, they
Soviet Union?
I don't know. They are but whoever they are we won't get. They are very well hockey players.
Yeah.
Because one guy had a hat trick. Just want to throw that out there. All right, let's get into the scoring. Let's go ahead and get into the scoring right here. First period, like I said before, all Binghamton Black Bears. First goal scored at 14:06 by Nikita Ivashkin. Assist by Josh Newberg and Kyle Powell. Second goal, same guy, Nikita Ivashkin. Assist by Kyle Stevens and Sam Hosky? I'll tell you, my pronunciations are horrible, right?
I'm not taking that one.
Okay. All right. Oh, Lord. I'm like, no, Rob. No. Third goal scored at 14:22 in the first period. Kyle Stevens. Assist goes to Gino D'Angelo and Corey Sherman. Now, the first period goes to even strength. Fourth goal at 15:04 was a power play goal by Gavin Gates. Assist go to Kyle Powell and Jens Grambek Peterson. And I'm sure that is Swedish. I'm very sure that is Swedish. So if I butcher you, I'm sorry. Fifth goal is at 16:45 even strength. Nikita Ivashkin gets the natural hat trick. Assist go to Sam Hosky. Like I said, I butcher you. I'm sorry. You can pronounce it later. You can tell me the pronunciation later. I will not try to butcher anymore. And Tyler Becker. Then we go to the second period. There were 2 goals scored by the Binghamton Black Bears. At 1:53, the second even strength. Sam Host. I tell you, these names are wow. Okay. Sam Hosky, and assist goes to Nikita Ivashkin and Igor Nozov.
Novas.
No, hey.
Whatever.
Right, Christopher probably to a comment. Moving right along. Then, wait, I did mention second period goal 620, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll redo it again. Second period goal is even strength by Igor Nozov. No assist. Or unassisted. Then finally, the Prowlers get on the board 22 seconds into the third period. Justin Molavak with the assist goes to Caleb Williams and Austin Federley. That's the only part of the bright spot of the game. Then the third period was a power play goal by the Black Bears with Kyle Stevens assisted by Kyle Powell and a name I haven't heard from in a long time, Tyler Yurt. Very long time. Now let's get into the wonderful penalty summary. First period penalties are as followed. 6:28 is Quentin Rosebloom of the Prowlers gets 2 minutes for the roughing. Then 14:45, Alex Johnson of the Prowlers gets called for the hook. He's been standing on the street too long, getting them girls in Las Vegas and Detroit and Southfield in Atlanta. Where else you gonna get them?
Hey, he was standing in Atlantic City.
Matter of fact, he probably went to New Orleans, but who knows?
Hey, we got just as many here in Port Huron.
I'm just saying. But they weren't there at the time. They were in New York. We didn't go out like that. All right. Meanwhile, at 17:12, Josh Newberg is called for the same thing. Stand on the street corner, hooking. Then, that's the end of the first period. The second period is 7:33. Quentin Rosebloom gets called for a slash. He used the stick too well as a baseball bat. Then, that's the only penalty. The funny part is that's the only penalty of the second period. Wow, okay. Third period penalties. Alex Johnson, 5:16, gets called for goalie interference. Really? They actually call that in this league?
The funny thing is, I watched that happen. The Black Bears player pushed him in the goalie, too.
And they called goalie interference. They actually called goalie interference?
Yeah.
I mean,
and how many times,
I've never
not
seen,
get called here?
Right.
But the funny part is, I've never seen that penalty. I've never seen that penalty anywhere. Every time we've done reviews, this is the first time I've actually seen it.
It's also a minor.
I mean, goalie interference is always a minor. I mean, just saying. So you fish a little kid. So he got in the way of a little kid.
Wow, we went there, huh?
He's a minor. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Thank you. I heard somebody laughing upstairs.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't live off of Woodward anymore, Kelly.
It's at 1817, Mikhail Chalifant and excuse me if I butcher your name because I know it's French, of the Black Bears get called for the rough stuff, along with Quentin Rosebloom, again for the Prowlers, gets called for the rough stuff. Then we got two penalties at 10:09 of the Black Bears, Josh Newberg and Matt Graham, getting fisticuffs going, fighting. And then the final penalty of the third period is 18:47, Alex Johnson for the actual cross check. They don't have an end time. They have a start time at 12:05 a.m., which we know that's a fib. But the attendance is probably correct at 4,110 people showed up at the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena. And I'm sure they saw. I'm sure they left. I'm sure they went home happy. I'm really sure they will. They did. I'm pretty sure they did.
And I do have to make a comment about that game too, right after this break. But remember to go to this website right here, MainStreetBlueWater.com, for all our merch, all our previous episodes as well. And with that being said, we'll be back right after this break.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got to be all elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. I thought that one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personable issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Huntington Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
Billy. Oh. Anyways, welcome back, guys. I do want to make a comment though. They do hold the Black Bears now hold an FPHL record.
Attendance.
Well, besides that, the longest towel run. Because if you were watching the Friday night game,
it was second period.
Wait, the longest towel run?
Yeah, because they were tying towels together, and they went halfway around the arena with it.
They had to stop because it was unsafe or something.
They were actually never told. They just ran out of towels.
I thought they said something about that.
No. They thought originally they were going to get stopped, but they never got stopped. They just couldn't get any more towels from people.
Hey, let's break it.
We're never going to break it. But no, at least that was quite funny.
Oh, because when's the last time we've gotten rally towels at the arena?
Right. That was a championship game. So.
I do want to break into something else before you get into Saturday. I'm looking at the goalie stats right here. I'm looking at Craig Harney's stats. I mean, 5 goals on 23 shots in about a 17-minute time frame. I mean, okay, you gave up 5 goals. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's not a great thing. You did pop off a 78 save percentage, which really is good in this league, surprisingly. I mean, you're going to have games like this. You know, you will get outshot. You will get shelled. I mean, we're talking rifles, cannons, hockey pucks.
Yeah.
So keep your head up, young man. Keep your head up. I mean, you get games like this. You get games like this. It happens. It happens to every goalie, including in Little League, the minors, and in the NHL. So, man, I'm 8-1 though. Whoa.
Feel bad for them.
Man, defense had to do a better job, and thankfully they did.
Yeah.
Moving on to Saturday night they play.
We gotta evacuate the building.
Yes. That's the alarm going off that states that the Prowlers got a hot start on Saturday night. At least a hot end on Saturday night. You know, they was on fire, literally. All right, let's go on Saturday. November 20th at 7 o'clock at, once again, Vision Veterans Memorial Arena, which I mean, that is a very cool name for an arena. That was a very cool name.
Yes.
You know, Vision Veterans, so that means he was guys who were in the Army and the Marines watching out for people.
Which I forgot too, going into, before announcing the last game, we are not, we have been to this arena too before with the Border Cats.
Yep.
Because the BC Ice has been played out of this specific arena as well in the UHL.
Oh.
That's very unknown.
Wow, that's low-key unknown?
Yeah. They were only around for 2 seasons, I think. And
they went to hitchhike.
Yep. And because primarily after that, they were an AHL team market.
Okay.
So.
It's come over here.
No,
is that the dryer?
No, that's yeah. All right. Meanwhile, that Saturday game, the Prowlers come back with a vengeance in the third period, running off forward with a total of 6-2 Prowlers victory. The shots on goal, the Black Bears had 11 to the Prowlers 7 in the first period, which is a very low shooting total, surprisingly, after what happened Friday night. The second period, the Prowlers come back hard with 22 shots to the Black Bears, 14 shots on goal. In the third period, the Prowlers shoot 24 shots to the Black Bears 10 shots, giving a grand total of 53-35. BC Icemen were around five seasons. Okay?
Okay, so that's a lot longer than I actually thought.
Thank you for that, Steven. Because, truth be told, I didn't know.
But I knew that we were we were familiar with at least that arena.
Right. All right. So, but the Prowlers end up winning the shot war, 53-35. First star goes to Port Huron's hometown own Austin Frederick with 1 goal, 2 assists. Second star, the man in the net, Corey Simons.
The man, the myth,
the
legend.
Exactly.
He coming again.
Yeah, that 2002-2003. So that'd have been the second season of the Beacons. So the AHL Binghamton Centers, which I'm surprised left the arena. The veterans, because they were a very popular, if I remember correctly, very popular AHL team.
Russell Kelly says hi.
Hi, Russell.
Hi, Russell. Welcome to the show. But anyway, second star Corey Simons has a 94% save percentage, giving up 2 goals.
Corey.
Third star Alex Johnson with 1 goal, 2 assists. The scoring summary is a very tight one going in. First period at 4:35, the Black Bears open. I think you're supposed to wait till after I read the Port Huron goal, though. I mean, I'm just saying. You're supposed to wait till after.
I'm gonna do it for almost all every goal for you.
Okay.
we got
Oh, you ready to run? You can let it run. But they were sinners in the devils.
Yeah.
Okay. right. First goal happened at 4:35. It's even strength by the Black Bears. Nikita Ivashkin. With the assist goes to Sam Hosky. And once again, I apologize. I'm gonna keep apologizing because
Sam Hosky.
I mean, I keep butchering it. I'm not very versed. I'm not very versed in Russian. I mean, I'm versed in some Russian, not some Russian pronunciation, not all. I mean,
since he's butchering a lot, we get steaks, right?
I mean, I'm on Angus, honestly, but that's a whole other story. All right. Then at 18:37, Port Huron strikes back and ties the game. Even strength by Zachary Frazier. The assist goes to Cade Lambden and Quentin Rosemont. That ties the game. Then the second period, the Prowlers open up the scoring on a power play goal at 7:08. Hometown owned Austin Federley with the assist to Alex Johnson and Matt Graham. Boy, I'm loving that horn. I wish I could watch the Red Wing game while I'm here too.
There you go. It's their horn.
I know it is. That's why I play with them in NHL 22.
Shit, I need to get NHL 22.
I need to play it more. That's what the story.
We're actually waiting for that discount day that they always have on Xbox. You know, to buy a copy.
Oh, hey, look, somebody's got.
Alright. Next is a 17-28 by the Black Bears, scored by Gino D'Angelo, even stress, from Jens Brobeck Peterson and Igor Nazo. I tell you, Black Bear players give my name calling some work. I just want to throw that out there. I appreciate the names. I do. We will get into that in a minute. Thank you for the question. We'll get into that in a minute. Then we're going to go 4 goals by the Prowlers. First, a power play goal at 5:09. Alex Johnson with the assist of Matt Graham and hometown owned Austin Federley. Then at 12:35, even strength from Isaiah Crawford. Assist goes to Alex Johnson, and again, hometown owned Austin Federley. Thank you. You might just keep it running because we got 2 more to go. Then got 18:24, even strength by the Prowlers. Matt Graham, assist goes to Stavros. Stavros. What's that last name pronounced?
Salos.
Thank you, Salos.
That's what I know.
That's Czech though. That's actually a Czech one.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Then they got the 1904 even strength and empty net. Something I haven't seen in a long time. By Cade Lambden. The assist goes to Zachary Frazier and Isaiah Crawford. Whew. Y'all give me a name. Y'all give me a name workout. I'm loving this right now. All right, let's get with the penalties. First of all, first period there were 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties. First off at 6:38 by the Black Bears, MJ Marco.
Yeah.
Okay, MJ Marco for the roughing. Then we got 9:47 for the Prowlers, Dustin Henning, glad he's back. 2 minutes for tripping somebody. Then I got both penalties by a Prowler and a Black Bear at 19:11 by Tyler Becker and Cade Lambden for throwing down the gloves. Then second period penalties are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties in itself.
Sorry.
Here you go. First one is 3 minutes even. Eric. Oh, this is gracious. I'm gonna butcher this one. Ogenzov.
Yes. Ogenzov.
Woo. 2 minutes for tripping.
Russell Kelly said, "Great job on the name."
I mean, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm telling you
so much.
This is, and I'm pretty good at pronunciations, but man, this is like, wow, this is really trying me. And I've watched the Russian 5. I watched the Soviet Union play in the Olympics, and this is wow. All right. Then we got a penalty. Then we got a penalty by the Black Bears at 6:16, but served by Mikhail Shalipov. That too many guys were out on the ice at one time. Too many players. I wanted to have a nickname for that. I don't have that one yet because I barely see that penalty also. But it was too many men on the ice, which means they had a cavalry, but it wasn't supposed to be one.
Which actually we've been seeing a lot more this year than past seasons.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a line change rule?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably the reason why. Didn't they have it during the play too? Someone thought out there. Did they put that rule in like during play also, or was it just during the breaks?
During the
breaks.
Okay.
Yeah, and that hasn't been what it is. Is there's been just too many people on the ice when coming out on the ice and the puck. Like the one you do feel sorry for the one night. Our guy, when he shot the puck or was passing up, it hit the other guy's stick before the other guy got off the ice.
So he couldn't.
So that's still technically too many men because he was in the play once the puck hits his stick.
Oh, yes, that is a too many minute penalty. I think he could have let that one slide though.
Yeah, but they haven't.
I know
so
they got to call. But I gotta admit, they got to call. I mean, they got to call it. They got to call it. But I think.
Yep. So far,
I'm not gonna lie to them. I've been okay.
They've been utilizing their penalties.
Yeah, very well. Mm-hmm. Then again, like Kelly said, that's funny how they get called twice within minutes. Actually, within 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This one's served by Gavin Yates. Another too many men on the ice.
Which is kind of weird because Gavin Yates is a good name. So why would you have him serve a penalty?
I mean, for a breakout afterwards. Maybe it's the wrong line. Maybe it's the wrong line. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Then at 17:50, a part of Black Bear got in for roughing. That is Matt Graham and Josh Newberg. Then at the third period, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties. Man, and 4 of them happened at 9:55. But we'll get that in a minute. First off, at 3:04, speaking of Gavin Yates serving a penalty, he served one literally for this one for tripping. Then Kyle Powell for the Black Bears at 3:38, which gave the Prowlers a 5-on-3. Gets caught for cross-checking. I mean, he hit too high, and hey, like the illustration I just showed, like right here, or behind the back, whichever the case may be. Then we have a Tyler Becker for the Black Bears and a Zachary Frazier for the Prowlers. We have them both for unsportsmanlike conduct and roughing, all at 9:55. So that's 2 penalties apiece for both players at 9:55. And that is it for the penalty summary. And once again, the start time is way off at 12:05 a.m. But the end time is probably correct at 9:40 p.m.
Yep.
I mean, who starts a game at midnight and ends in the evening is beyond me.
I do.
I mean, you play games regardless anyways. We're games, all 4 of us gamers, yes.
Yeah.
If we play a game of Final Fantasy, you want to play, let's say, Final Fantasy 7, we want to finish it, the original, not the remake. If you want to finish it,
the original one will take it for a while.
I mean, it's about 45 hours just to beat it.
Yeah.
So it's 2 days. So yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing, but okay. But the attendance that night is 2910.
Another high.
I mean, it's about 3K for that one.
Yeah. And back to Russell's question though.
Okay, Russell's question. What do we think about the player-coach thing? Whew. I mean, okay. Who wants to start that one?
I don't have a major problem with it. My biggest issue with the way it's working so far is when you got the coach and assistant coach on the ice at the same time. There's nobody on the bench to give directions. It does make it a little bit more difficult. So you have to be more affirmative with the players what to do beforehand. before the drop of the puck or whatever, because usually you're coaching this isn't call the line changes everything. If nobody's on the bench to do that, then sometimes the play does break down. We've even seen that ourselves. Play does break down sometimes because both are on the ice or one's in the box. So now you got nobody making the play. Ahead of time, especially if you're down, you got to try and change things up.
All right, you got anything with that, Rob?
What?
We've noticed. Okay, you got something for that?
Not really.
Not really. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Go right ahead.
Pick your scissors, rock.
Okay, no, I'll just go first. The player coaching isn't a bad idea, like David said. It's not a bad idea, but with both guys on the ice, it's kind of hard to utilize itself. Myself watching, I'll be seeing coaches behind the bench, which is okay. But at the same point in time, let's call with both players on the ice. It's still easy to utilize it. You can still call a play. You're just running the offense/defense while on the ice. Right. With both guys on the ice. Now, if one's in the box, truthfully, you can utilize the play calling from the box if you're just sitting there. All you got to do is yell it out. Even in a loud arena, you got to yell it out because it's all hollow on the inside. And fans start screaming and yelling. They don't usually do that until after a save is made.
But from what I understand, if you're in the box, they don't let you do that because even when I work the tournaments, other than them asking, do I go back on the ice or do I go to the bench, they're not supposed to do no talking to the players.
There's no hand signals or
not
so
supposed to be.
You can't do this or you can't do this.
Nope.
This. You can't get away with this.
No, not at least when I do the silver six, and from what I understand on the other, they're not supposed to.
I mean, you can probably shake your head like this, or come like I do. Look, and shake your head like this. I mean, people do it all the time in baseball. Right. There's a lot of stuff you can actually get away with. That's simple stuff like or just. You call play like that.
Yeah.
Also coming from a hockey background though too, you're not allowed, like I said, like you were saying, you're not allowed in the box to communicate like that. But
you could find a way. But I'm just saying.
How you gonna know if you just not get hit?
But actually, I didn't know that you probably could. Like I said, you could probably get away with that. But other than talking, we're told to tell them you're supposed to be in here.
I mean, you're not. I mean, you're still talking, but you still do this.
That's exactly it. Is that your coach tells you to do nonchalant stuff to communicate with the bench,
right? And that's what you're supposed to do, anyways. Right. That's what some of my managers do in baseball.
Exactly.
So that's what some of the basketball consistent coaches do to with the team. I mean, why not? That's what some of the soccer coaches even do.
Exactly.
So
and with that said, though, my comment though on that before we leave here is I think it saves us a lot of money. It's gonna save us a lot of money in the long run. But when it comes down to when you have two passionate guys like Johnson and Graham, I'm not saying that's bad because that's actually a really good thing to have.
Well, like I said, we've seen it and it's working. But like I said. And it hasn't broke down as bad as we expected it to. We were worried in the beginning, and it's worked out really good. It has. It's just like I said, it still has a few little issues. If things just really break down, you got other issues. But so far, everything's gone good, really good. I don't have a problem with it. I like it. You got to look at our type of league. We can't always afford to have coaches and and all the players. You got a budget.
Right, and that but that's another one. Utica War Memorial out in Utica, New York is another common ground for the UHL and us as well. So with that too, though, Utica, New York is another AHL bound team as well. So, but we'll get more into that tomorrow night. With that being said, though, go to MainStreetBlueWater.com for all our merch as well as all episodes.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
We will see you guys tomorrow night.
Chris, you didn't announce the other.
What?
About the return player.
Oh, the return player.
Oh, yeah. We got Austin Weber coming back. Thank you for reminding me, guys.
Yes.
So be excited. we are going on a stream roll now.
Well, what I meant by we'll see you in 2 weeks for the Prowlers.
Yeah.
Right.
Show.
The Prowlers are on break for Thanksgiving this weekend, so we're not going to do a review of the Prowlers home or road games because, frankly, they don't play. They're taking a break, spending time with their families, and healing up and getting ready for the next weekend's games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we'll be back for tomorrow for Round the Minors.
Have a good night, guys. Even Michael Grimm over here, too.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get by. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personable issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.